Greetings friends, Jennifer here, and this is part 2 of our 3-part tutorial on how to play Journey's Don't Stop Believin'. This is an easy piano arrangement of it, and I hope you find it useful. The first part, we learned the piano solo at the beginning. That iconic piano solo that everybody knows. We're going to be looking at the melody line in the right hand. First thing I want you to do is learn how to play an E 5-finger scale, okay? So we're going to take a look at that. For an E 5-finger scale, you have E, F sharp, G sharp, A, and B. Or if you want to think about finger numbers, if that's more useful, you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I would just practice going up and down a few times before you learn this melody if you're a beginner piano. Now that you know an E 5-finger scale, let's look at our melody line. Now we're going to learn the first 8 measures here of the melody. Now keep track of your beat. Here's your beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. We start on the 4th beat. 1, 2, 3. Now use your ear to help you, right? You hear first and then you play, okay? Let's do that one more time. If it helps to think about the finger numbers, that works too. There's one modification that's actually the right note, but this is a little easier to play. If you look at measure 3 here, it actually goes down to C sharp when it goes, born and raised in South Detroit, okay? I'm just using E to make it easier for you if you're a beginner pianist. If you're intermediate or you want to challenge, then add C sharp to it, in which case you would go 1, 2, 1, okay? So, if you want to stay focused in that E 5-finger position, just keep it to those 5 fingers, okay? Each finger gets a parking spot. Let's look at the next 8 measures. There you go, pretty simple, right? It's basically a repeat of what we had in the previous measures. Next, let's look at the left-hand part. This is just the bass line, okay? You don't have to add that in, but it's just single notes. Let's take a look. We start on bass E down here, okay? That is an E that's 2 octaves below middle C. Crossover with 2. Back to 5. Fairly simple, right? Then when you put them together, it sounds like this. Now this next part is really fun and really easy to play. It's the guitar solo, but it sounds really good on the piano. Now here you do have to move up, and I would suggest using 4. Again, thinking about a 5-finger position. This is actually a B 5-finger position. Good news is you don't have to worry about the pinky finger on F sharp. We're going to use E, D sharp, C sharp, B, or 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, and it starts off slowly, and then it gets faster and faster. This is the fun guitar solo. You might say, well, Jennifer, how can I play it that fast? 2 things you can do. Do dotted rhythm practice, or doing short, long, short, long. Then the opposite. Long, short, long, short. And then also doing 5-note groupings, where you sort of do the crossover. So, and then stop. And have a little lift in your hands so that when you come up, you stay relaxed, because the key is staying relaxed. Key, no pun intended. And then shorter groupings, and then longer groupings. Again, kind of keeping a little bit of weight in your 4th finger, which is tricky because the 4th finger is actually the weakest out of the 5, okay? Now while that's happening, you have that left-hand part from part 1 of the tutorial that sounds like this. That is kind of fun to play, but it's a little tricky. So just stick with the right hand if it's too hard to put them together, or just play part 1 of the tutorial to put it in between the little bridge here between the first section and the second section. Now the melody line is basically repeated with some slight modifications. I hope you find the finger numbers on the music helpful. Again, this is very similar to the first verse. A few extra notes. And of course the ending is different. That's when it goes on and on and on and on. Right? Notice the rhythm there? Right? Now left hand for the next 8 measures. Now hands together. Well, now you know how to play the second part of Don't Stop Believin', so practice that, and I'll be in touch soon with part 3. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.